Hey everybody, so I found that there are a few people who don't really understand why you would want to consider the yard boss over just the traditional raking and a blower. In fact, some kind of think it's ridiculous that you're using this piece of equipment versus just the typical things that you have on the truck like a blower and whatnot. Especially when I mentioned that a blower is not going to be fully replaced by this device. So in this video, I was trying to show and explain through action just how much this Yard Boss by Stihl really is beneficial with the rubber paddle wheels. The difference is, and as you can see when I'm cleaning up nearer the camera, the Yard Boss with the paddle wheels will actually take larger sticks and debris and pile it for you as well, so that you can shovel it up and put it in the bucket of the tractor, or if you have a grapple, you can grapple it up, or wheelbarrow, you can throw it in there or whatever. And now you're not having to do two separate processes of raking up all the big stuff or picking up all that bigger stuff and then going back and blowing it with a bigger blower. And yes, a bigger blower will get a lot of that smaller debris, especially like in this case, I'm working on an ash tree, and I'm not denying that. I have a very large backpack blower as well, and we continue to use that for final cleanup. This just literally makes a two-step process one step faster, and it does pretty well. I mean, this is the whole canopy area of a moderately large, a medium-sized ash tree, I guess you could say. It had probably a 30-foot canopy on it, and I was able to do all of it and get it all cleaned up with the larger sticks included for that whole area by myself within like 11 minutes or so. So it's just another way to do a multi-process step with one. And if it's really large wood, of course, you're still going to have to pick it up. There's no getting around that. So if you're talking about like over 1.5 inches or whatever, or 1 inch, maybe even depending on the species of wood, you're going to have to pick those up and move them by hand, just like you would any other time. But the reality of it is that you can take all that longer, smaller branch material and all the fines and get it all just piled up with this machine in one go, and it's way easier on you physically, which is a big benefit to it. You're not like trying to rake really fast and wearing yourself out, and you have all that material being moved in one go instead of having to fight with it in two goes, as is typical.